Hi, we're going to be practicing our spelling words this week, doing an activity called making words. You are going to need some small pieces of paper, or if you have the small post-it notes available, that will work. We're going to write letters on these little pieces of paper and then use those letters to make words. If you would like, you could also use some cards, and that's just to write down each of your spelling words. So you can use those to practice with later. And I like to have a piece of paper kind of to put the letters on as we're building the words. So I happen to put some lines at the bottom, 3 lines, because most of our spelling words do have 3 different letters or 3 letter sounds that we can hear. So that is what we're going to use today. You can pause this video to go get the things that you need to get started. You can use a pencil to write your letters that we're going to use, or I'm going to go ahead and use a marker just so it turns out dark, so to make sure that you can see the letters on this video. So I know I'm going to need the letter G today, so I'm going to make a circle and a line down. For a hook, I'm going to need G. You're going to need the letter L. You're going to need the letter J. You will need the letter P. You'll need the letter N and the letter S. You will also need the letter W. You'll need an R and a letter F and a letter T. There's one more letter that you're going to need today, and I'm going to use a different color for that. I'm going to make it red because you are going to need a vowel. Every word needs a vowel, and we're going to use the vowel E to make our spelling words. You also have 2 sight words on your list, but I'm not going to practice those right now. You can work on those when we're done building our words. So I'm going to move the spelling list out of the way. I'm going to say a word, and you are going to try and spell it using these letters that we have already written out. Okay, so the first word is the word set. Set. So I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to slide my finger across the page so I can hear the sounds and where they're located in the word. The first word is set. So I said it slowly so you could hear exactly where each letter is. Oh, I heard an S, so I'm going to move that there on the first line. That's our vowel. E. Set, and I hear it t at the end. I'm going to move these letters out of the way a little bit so you can see a little bit more easily the word we just made. And it's okay if they kind of overlap a little up here at the top, so they're out of your way. Or you can set them off the paper, that's okay too. All right, now we can see the word we worked on. Set. Set. So now I'm going to take my card and I'm going to write the word set so I have it to practice later. I'm going to use blue for what we call the consonants, and my vowel I'm going to keep in red. And sometimes I use other colors, but today we'll do it like that. So you can see which letters are the vowels and which letters are the consonants. Consonants are the other letters in the alphabet that are not vowels. So that's one of your spelling words, set. And I'll just set that to the side. The next word, I'm just doing them out of order for practice today, is the word let. Oh, well, that's not that letter S anymore, is it? So I'm going to move that out of the way and grab this let. So I didn't have to change those last 2 letters. They're in the right order. So now I'm going to write it. The L is tall. That E is the vowel. and then the T. Let. That's also a tall letter. All right, next one is the word pet. Pet. So I'm going to move that. I don't need that. I heard a p, pet. I heard a P. So take the lowercase p. Pet. Pet. I'm going to write it. P. The E should be right next to the circle part of the P because P is a letter that has a tail and the T is tall. Pet. So far we've done 3 words. We did set, let, and pet. The next word is the word net. Well, I don't need that P anymore. I'm going to change it and make the word net by using that N. Net. I will write that on the card. N E T. So you're getting to do 2 things today. You're hearing the sounds and using the sticky notes to make the word, and then you're also practicing writing it yourself. Set. Set. Oh, we did set. Sorry, excuse me. Let's do a different word. How about the word wet? Wet. So you're going to take off that N and change it for a W. Et. Wet. W, it's a lowercase. The E is the same size, and the T is a tall letter. Wet. All right, how about the word get? Get. So we need a G. Oh, and my G got put under here on accident. I'll bring it down, and it has that tail that goes below the line. Get. There's the G and the E and the T. Get. Make sure that G goes below where the line would be. All right, I think we have another word. Still is the word jet. Jet. So instead of the G, we need the J. And sometimes we get those letters confused. This is also a letter that goes below the line. Jet. Jet. So I'm going to make the J, and the E, and a T. Jet. All right, we're doing great so far. We've done set, let, pet, net, wet, get, and jet. So we have one more word that we're going to use the et family for, but it's going to be a little different. Instead of 1 consonant at the beginning, we're actually going to have 2. It's going to have a consonant blend is what it's called, where 2 letters are going to work together to make that beginning sound. Fret. Fret. If you fret, that means you're frowning or worrying or you're sad. So we need the fur. So I heard an F, but I also heard an R. Fret. Fret. So if I was going to write that, I would use the blue for the first 2 letters, the red for my vowel, and the T at the end. Fret. So those are all our words that have the et family. They all rhyme because the vowel and the ending are the same. So I'm going to practice now that I have all my words made. I can go back through my cards and practice reading them now. Fret. Set. Let. Pet. Net. Wet. Get. And jet. The other two words on your list that are sight words for this week, you can practice working on. Don't have the et family. It's just the word my, M-Y, M-Y, my, and that Y is making the I sound in my, and the word for, F-O-R, for me, for you, and that one has an O. So those are our two sight words for this week. I hope you had fun making words. It's a nice way to practice, and if you saved your letters, you can do it again later this week. Have somebody else in your family maybe say the words for you, and you can try building and making the words with your letters.